30 time now for our Connect to the Providence segment. Mayor Brett Smiley joins us live here in studio. Mayor, always good to see you.
Nice to see you too, Dan.
Let's talk about the storm and the parking bans. Never easy in a big city. Right. 273 cars were towed. We're hearing from a lot of people who feel like, you know, in Hartford, for instance, they open up the school parking lots and the park parking lots, so these people have a place to go. That seems to be the big concern with residents. Right. Is anything being looked into that?
Yeah, we're definitely looking into it. I mean, two things. One is this is the first parking ban I've done. I use that much less frequently than my predecessors, but we also need people to know that when we do it, we're serious, and that's why we towed. The problem with things like school parking lots is we have to clear those also. So Pawtucket, for example, allows residents to park in their school lots, and then they've had to cancel school the next day, even though the weather's fine, because the school lot hasn't been cleared yet. And so we're looking at options. There's no easy option. We don't have a municipally owned parking lot, but we know that it's a challenge and a burden, which is why I try to do a parking ban as infrequently as possible.
Right. All right, let's move on to the next thing, Skyline. That made some headlines yesterday with that. So you've been at odds with the current leaseholder, and then they wanted to apply for a new lease, and you head that committee and you turned that down. A lot of people wondering why.
Yeah, so the current tenant who we're trying to evict has the right to sublet it. We felt after a rigorous examination of the business plan and the proposal from this new subtenant that he didn't meet the financial and business plan criteria that we had confidence that he could be successful either. It's not helping anyone to put a new tenant in there just to find ourselves back in this situation in a couple months.
So you didn't have confidence in this new tenant?
He seemed like a really well-intentioned person with a good vision, but not yet a detailed plan.
You know, some people have said it feels like the city's trying to force these people out so they can make a little bit of money with a new tenant. How do you respond when people say that?
I mean, we are trying to force this guy out. He's been a bad tenant. It's not about making more money. It's about making sure that this asset can be productive to the city, that it's a place of vibrancy and a place of activity as a place that's dark and potentially blighted. And so we want to make sure we put someone in there who can be successful.
Yeah, it's a great spot, great location. Okay, let's talk about, I don't know if you know, there's something going on with the Washington Bridge.
I've heard about it.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about that. There's been an impact in the city of Providence, and we're starting to hear from businesses. We're seeing that they're applying for the small business loans, but we're hearing from them, and they're struggling. And I know that was one of the first things that you were addressing. It has been a while now. What is the city's long-lasting impact right now?
Yeah, so we have one of our most successful commercial districts, Wayland Square, which is ground zero for the detour route. That's really the majority of the business impact is felt by those merchants. And so I'm actually meeting with them very shortly again to talk about what else we can do to support them and to help their businesses thrive. We also have had some pretty significant infrastructure impacts. You know, we've got interstate highway traffic being diverted over city streets that weren't built for that. We had to do an emergency closure on Gano Street a couple weeks ago because the street was starting to crumble with an emergency repair. So we need the state to pick up the tab on our infrastructure bills, and then
will they?
I believe they will.
Okay.
We've made the ask. They've said that they're hoping the feds will pay for it, but so long as it's not city taxpayers, it's fine. And then we're trying to see what else we can do to support, particularly the Wayland Square businesses.
Do you feel as though the state is hearing you and they are addressing your needs? Like, how many one-on-ones have you had with the governor?
I meet with the governor quite frequently, just the two of us. I do feel like they're listening. You know, everyone's trying to figure out who's going to pay for what. All of this stuff is over budget. And I don't fault the governor for wanting the feds to pay where they can. I think as Rhode Islanders, we should want that also. But he's listening.
Yeah, I got to ask you this question because there has been growing calls, especially after this legislative hearing this week, about DOT Director Peter Alviti. Some people have just said, okay, let us get through this process, and then you got to take a car another way, Peter. It's not working out. How do you feel about the director?
I think that what everyone should be focused on right now is fixing the bridge.
Okay.
There's plenty of time for accountability. There's plenty of time to get to who knew what. Even the legislative hearing, which I followed, you know, the painted rod and all this business. Right now, it should be all eyes on task, which is figuring out, does this bridge need to be replaced or repaired, and then how do we accelerate that as quickly as possible? And I think that extra scrutiny at this moment is maybe not accelerating our ability to fix the damn bridge.
Stay or go? Eventually?
Again,
you're not going to go there.
I'm not going to go there.
Okay. All right.
I don't think it's constructive. I think the most important thing is that all eyes are on fixing the bridge.
All right. Mayor Smiley, always good to have you here. For the record, I got you chocolate, you got me nothing, but we won't get into that. All right, Emily, what's up next?